This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Nearing the midway point of this season, Week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I did check in with Coach Summerall before the game. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running inside, it's Pryor. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
Defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Jones to throw. Stepping to the right. On the move, he fires. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration, just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do, starting the game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum you had and the energy that was in the building, now it goes swinging right back to the other side.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got a little grass. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Had to get rid of it quickly.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Jones wants to throw it. Complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Gators headed quickly to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tide ready to roll on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the ground. He's got it again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Now here's Russell. Hauls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead as we get a look at the stats. About to start the second period here. Holly, what have you got on the weather?
Well, guys, as I mentioned early in that first quarter, there was some rain. But the bad news, it is getting very heavy right now. Players are starting to rush and grab their jackets, trying to get towels to dry off the ball. Things are starting to get a little bit crazy down here on the sideline as the rain is really coming down. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, the ground game. There's a crease. Got enough for the first. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Motion from the wideout. Jones to throw. Looking left. Hauls it in. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
The run inside. It's Pryor. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Gators in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's ball. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
You're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He's going to run it. Here's a little room there. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Quarterback making adjustments. Going to the run. It's Pryor. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
He splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running inside, it's Hill. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Keelan Russell unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Russell. Looking for a huge play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got it near midfield. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll move the tight end. They'll start this drive going to the air. They get to him as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
The run inside, it's Pryor.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Sends it back in motion. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Jones wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with North Texas taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And it's the Mean Green with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Russell. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Tight end finds a soft spot, and the defense drags him down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Russell from the gun on third down. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Russell. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Quick completion to the right. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Jones to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and they're so good.
Ball is loose. It's going to be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to them. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it. It's ball. Nowhere to go on that and it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Jones wants to throw it. Grabs it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That's the big sophomore tight end who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on him. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. Throwing Russell. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Unloads it left. He's got it. Turns on the Jets. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fakes to grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. A designed run for the quarterback. Finding some room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Defense in press coverage. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Crimson Tide now has it on second down as we open the final period. Motion from the back. Keelan Russell. Swings it out to the flat. Turning it on. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell gets it out fast. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
This time they'll go to the running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big end.
Caught, and he's got room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying.
Maybe a crease. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Hill. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing Russell. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. And the Gators want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball.
Maybe some room here. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Offense in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Jones to throw. He's taking the deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Running inside, it's Hill. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. The run inside. It's Hill. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch him with a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And that's a big throw by this young man. Like, listen, late in the football game, you've got to make plays. He's been a little bit up and down, but they got to give him.
He's got it on the outside. They finally get to it first down. Pocket breaking down. There he goes. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Moving out to the right. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
The offense changing the play. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Alabama.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Jones to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Gators! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And how about that for a capper, the likely game winner in the waning moments? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Keelan Russell. Here's a throw downfield late.